Bedu is on the move again, let's go. Bedu is on the move again, let's go.
What's up, my good people? It's your boy Cole CKO to the CEE. Give me the mic, yo, and watch out for Bedu on the move on AIT. Peace out. I love you guys.
Mom, when's the wedding?
Your dad and I, we decided that it would be after the elections. Russell.
Hashtag Russ Lodge.
He agrees.
Till then, we have to pretend like we're one happy family.
Award-winning UK-based creative director Okpue has announced at an international press briefing that his first featured film, A Song from the Dark, will be released on July 12th on a streaming platform, Amazon.
When you watch the film, again, it's a gray area conversation. It's not black or white. It's not devil and not. It's very gray area. But you need to read the script and you need to get ready for that conversation. So everyone that took on the roles here, they're not only brave, but they're very, I'd say, extremely intelligent and super talented, because to go into that world and to come back and you're trying to start a conversation, it takes a lot of bravery and a lot of intellect and a lot of talented skill. So first of all, that was one of the things I had to look for, people who are ready to engage in that conversation. Obviously, there's talent. Then, if you look at the array of people we have here, our lead character, Garcia Demeji, everyone, Sharon, Peace, these are beautiful Black people, especially Inset. These are beautiful, beautiful Black people. When I mean beautiful, I'm talking about physically and also in just the aura around them. So it's not easy to find that mix and that mix of talent and that mix of intellect and that mix of bravery. All together, it's super difficult. So it was finding people who are willing to do this. So it took a while. I'll be very, very frank with you. It took a while. And Sarah is someone that I've always wanted to work with. So she was so brave and so generous to say, look, Ogo, we need to tell the story and I'm with you. Likewise, Wale. And then as everyone started coming together, it was just that same formula.
I played Dari Williams, the eldest brother of the family. Dari is kind of like the black sheep of the family, and he's experienced some deep trauma caused by his mother and father. And he's kind of like the victim in the whole story.
Play Marv, and he is a grifter, I think is the correct terminology. He's attached himself like some kind of parasite to the lead role, and is bleeding her dry and bleeding everybody else for money, and just taking the whole journey.
Play Ashley's father, who is like the prophet, the protector, the provider, the spiritualist in the community. He kind of underpins and underlays the story going forward about Ashley's journey and the background of her journey. So yeah, it was a great role to play, very fun to play.
So yeah, I play Anioji, and I've been having a lot of conflict about her, because on one side I'm like, this woman is evil. And on the other side, I'm like, no, you're an Avenger. You're helping people. You're helping people. And then I just thought, you know what? Let the audience decide. I'm not going to dictate anymore who she is. I will let you decide. When you watch the whole film and you see everything in its context, you will decide who Anioji is.
Village is after us, yeah?
And yes, I do believe it. I've seen it.
The man killed himself.
A Song from the Dark is a fantasy horror film positioned to ingrained heroes and heroines of African traditional mysticism with similar audacity with Western films.
Are you ready to see me bleed?
No one is dying tonight.
We are trying to tell stories that are more indigenous to us, are more connected to us, because we do practice a foreign religion, as it were. Because if we go back in time, we had all kinds of gods. There was repercussions for all kinds of things. And
for me, it's something that I'm like, okay, cool. It's something that you know about, and it's stuff you hear about. And growing up, I watched a lot of Nollywood movies with my mom. So it was like, you see it all the time on television. But it's like, is this really, really this stuff that actually happens? And the more you grow up, the more you realize like there are actually bad spirits out there, evil things that people will send to you and stuff like that. So it was a learning curve. Me personally, as an actor, I like to take on challenges. I don't ever like to keep myself in a limited box. So it's like, okay, when, you know, this was presented, it was like, all right, cool. I've never done this before. I've never played this before. This is a challenge.
For me, what is interesting about our spirituality, especially as Nigerians, is where does it really come from? Like, because you can look at Christianity and you can start to do a deep dive into Christianity and see at what point did King James make the version of the Bible and all of that. For me, I think what is very key is to have a wider conversation around who do we pray to, why do we pray, when we die, where do we go to? Like having that wide context of having belief in God and then saying, but how do we see spirituality as it is? Like there's devil and there's God, right? Now, do we now say that certain things that happen in the world that are bad is because God let them? And how does that make people that those bad things happen to feel, you know? So there's so many gray areas and there's so much conversation. And then you read the Bible and you talk about spirits and fallen angels. Where are those spirits? Where are they now? And also you talk about spirituality as Africans as well. Like at what point did we, like, is there a way to, okay, someone is trying to come in. Is there a way to communicate with ancestors? What is that? You know, when you pray to God, when you pray to all, you know, whoever you believe in, what it really is that, what are you saying? Is there a reality to it? Osama Dami raised his hand. Okay. Is there a reality to it? Or is this just hope? Like people say to meditate. So for me, what I'm trying to say in essence is like, there's so many elements here that we need to discuss about. I'm not here to give answers. I'm here to open a wide conversation. Some people will be like, oh, this happened to my father and my mother. I'm no more Christian. Some people are like, this happened to this and this. Now I'm a Christian. Some people say because of this, I'm now not believing in the church. I'm going to just stay on my own and pray to God and not have a physical construct to dictate what and how I conduct my life, but instead I just look at the Bible. Some would say, I want to not only read the Bible, I want to read different versions of books that came from people like the old Greek literature and the old scroll. You know, people want to expand their mind and have conversations. And I think that's what I'm trying to do with the film, is have a wider conversation here and see what is really evil and what is really good.
Red Dude is on the move again, let's go. Red Dude is on the move again, let's go.